still basking in the euphoria of the Flying Eagles, beating host Egypt 1-0 in the second game that they will be playing at the 2023 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations, and that has given Nigeria a massive boost as the Flying Eagles try to qualify for the quarterfinals of the competition. They need to get to the semifinals to qualify for the 2023 Indonesia FIFA Under-20 Men's World Cup. So Nigeria beating Egypt yesterday, giving them a very good chance to advance in that competition. We are still celebrating this, and of course we will also be looking at other things happening in the ever exciting world of sports. We know that World Football Governing Body FIFA has invited the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, to grace the occasion at its FIFA Best Awards, which is coming on the 27th of February, and that is where they'll be crowning their new FIFA Best Player in the world. Nominees for the men, we've got Lionel Messi, we've got Kylian Mbappe, and we've got Karim Benzema. So the Deputy Governor will be there to witness that. And then we can also tell you that Conor Benn, the boxer, British boxer who failed a recent drug test, and because of that he did not have that fight with someone that for long has been his big rival. In fact, their fathers at one point fought against each other, talking about Chris Eubank Jr. Conor Benn failed a drug test, but now the British boxer is back in the WBC rankings after it was determined that the failed drug test was not intentional, and instead it had to do with his consumption of highly elevated consumption of eggs. And this is why sometimes when you hear somebody has failed a drug test, you don't just condemn the person. It might be through no fault of his. As we've tried to explain several times, we have seen where somebody got a positive drug test because, unfortunately, where they shared meat, where they butchered the meat for that were then cooked for the family, somebody who had a health situation mixes drugs there, and then they came and they wash the place properly, and then they cut the meat there, and then they ate it, and this person tested positive when he went for a doping test. Good evening, beautiful sports people. Welcome to Sports Fiesta. It is live on 90.7 KUFM at Benin City. My name is Ali Ibrahim, but they call me the Sports Abracadabra because I bring magic to sports presentation and analysis. Nero J joins me on the show this evening. Nero, welcome. We're still talking about the Flying Eagles, of course. A great game yesterday. They won 1-0, and after the Super Falcons put smiles on the faces of Nigerians by beating Costa Rica 1-0 to at least get something from the Revelation Cup, the Flying Eagles followed suit by also winning their second game, which to many might even have been the toughest game because the first was against Senegal. Yeah, we know how good Senegal is, but when you are playing against the host, and the host we are talking about Egypt, who are when it comes to football in Africa, the team that has won the senior competition the most, and even at under 20 level, they have proven their mettle over the past couple of years. But the Flying Eagles were able to beat them 1-0 yesterday, meaning they just need a draw against Mozambique, and I'm sure Nigerians will be shocked if the Flying Eagles are unable to beat Mozambique on Saturday to qualify for these quarterfinals.
As it stands presently, I think qualification is for Flying Eagles to lose. If we can overcome the host Egypt, I believe we can likewise beat the Mozambicans. But it's not going to be easy. Like I love to say, there are no minnows anymore in football. Anything can happen. You must wait till the final whistle. Yesterday, the boys, they brought smile to our face. Likewise, the Super Falcons also the day before. So it's a good one. We're on the right, rest step for the knockout phase. Congrats to the boys.
So we hope that the Flying Eagles will be able to get the job done, and they have been hailed by their manager Ladan Bosso, much vilified Ladan Bosso, and now he's saying he is targeting the World Cup ticket. He just needs to get to the semi-final, and then he will be picking one of those tickets, and that is the barest minimum. In fact, Nigerians will want the Flying Eagles to go on to win the competition. So Solomon Agbalaka got the only goal of the game as Nigeria defeated Egypt 1-0. That was at the 71st minute. And earlier we saw a game between Senegal and Mozambique, and the Senegalese absolutely dismantled Mozambique. They won that encounter 3-0, showing how good they are in the competition after beating Nigeria, who are one of the pre-tournament favorites. They just showed that yes, they mean business in this competition. And as we mentioned to you, they have 6 players from the squad that won the African Nations Championship. That's the CHAN. 6 players from that squad are currently in the Senegalese under-20 national team. Okay, so there is a match going on at the moment in the under-20 AFCON, and it is South Sudan leading Central African Republic 1-0, 52 minutes played in this encounter, and then later we will have Congo under-20 take on Uganda. So these are the matches that are going on. We are going to Group B now, and then after that we'll have Group C before we return to Group A. So that's what's happening at the Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations. All right, let's move on to another story. This one, something that Gladys had because of what this person has done for football, especially in Edo State and Nigeria. The World Football Governing Body FIFA has invited the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, to the 2022 World Best Players Award, which is scheduled to hold on Monday the 27th of February in Paris. The special invitation of FIFA to Shaibu is in recognition and appreciation of what he has done, his contributions towards the development of sports, especially football in Nigeria. He's one of the very few Nigerians VIP so recognized. Comrade Shaibu, who was in Qatar for the 2022 FIFA World Cup, was also one of the few VIPs invited by the World Football Governing Body from Nigeria. The FIFA invitation letter reads in part, "Dear Shaibu, it is our pleasure to invite you to the annual celebration of football's greatest stars, the Best FIFA Football Awards, which will take place in Saint-Playel in Paris on the 27th of February 2023. On this occasion, we honor the best players, coaches, and fans who have enthralled us over the last season with their breathtaking skills and moments of high drama." So the Deputy Governor of Edo State, His Excellency Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, will be in France for this award, the Best FIFA Awards.
It's a good one. It's not just an accolade for the Deputy Governor himself alone. It's for everyone in general, as far as Nigeria is concerned. You know, getting an invite from, from FIFA. That is the football authority worldwide, inviting an individual to participate, to attend the FIFA Best Player Award. It's a good one. That shows that he's doing well as a deputy governor. That shows that the grassroots football is excelling. And you can see better insurance what they're doing. Likewise, Edo Queens. Everything is going smoothly in terms of management and all that. That's a good things about, being friendly with sport, and it's a former professional. So more grace to Esebu.
Okay, moving back to Europe now, we can tell you that England goalkeeper Jordan Pickford has agreed a new deal with Everton Football Club, so he's not leaving. There were talks about him possibly joining a bigger club, especially with Everton flirting with relegation. The 28-year-old was approaching the last 12 months of his contract at Goodison Park and had been linked with a move to Tottenham Hotspur. Pickford joined Everton from Sunderland for £30 million in 2017 and has made 222 appearances for the Merseyside club. This is what new manager Sean Dyche said about Pickford. He is a very good player. It is a sign he's enjoying the new regime and has accepted what we are looking to offer. The Toffees, of course, have won 2 of their 3 games since Dyche replaced Dyche replaced Frank Lampard, and they are currently 16th on the table, a point above the relegation zone.
It's a good one for his career to continue his progress. You know, one of the beautiful things about goalkeepers is that they can move anytime. Pickford is just about 29, so if he happens to
28 actually,
28 going 29, by March I think he will be 29. So it's a good one for him to keep progressing, because I remember the likes of Andy van der Sar, I think they signed with Man United at the age of 35 as a goalkeeper. So he can do he can still play for a more bigger club in England, you know. So I think it's a good one for his career to keep his first team shirt with the English national team. He needs to keep consistently with Everton, and I believe that is what he has taken into consideration to extend his stay with the Toffees. It's a good one.
There's this saying that goalkeepers get better with age. If there is a set of players that seem to become better as the age, it is the goalkeepers. Although we have seen players like Cristiano Ronaldo, players like Lionel Messi, players like Robert Lewandowski, players like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, although now the injuries are beginning to come up, players like Luka Modric. It's like the older they get, the better they become. Thiago Silva, I mean, that guy at 38 years old is looking like the best Chelsea player.
Yes.
You look at Luka Modric. Liverpool fans applauded Luka Modric off the pitch when they played in the Champions League because of the way at 37 he ran that midfield for them. At 37 at the World Cup he ran the midfield that beats Brazil, potential champions.
Top of his game.
So well, we are happy that we can still enjoy these players for some years, and we've got to give credits to modern science, sports medicine and everything, and again the professionalism of these players, because there are so many other players who are also beneficiaries of these advancements in science and medicine, but they were not disciplined enough to still keep that very professional lifestyle, and many of them have had to retire even before they get to this level. Okay, so well done to the Pickford for signing a new contract with Everton, but I was hoping maybe as England number 1 he will be at a club where he will not be battling relegation every season. But let's hope Everton are able to get some good players in so that they start looking up and start causing trouble for the big clubs as they used to do in the past. Let's go on this break. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
If you want 8 times the quality flex, if you don't believe you,
Get 8 times the value of any recharge plus double data and 1,000 Naira activation bonus when you buy a new SIM. Airtel, the smartphone network.
The good people of Ovia Northeast and Ovia Southwest Federal Constituency, this now Honorable Omosade Gabriela Igbenedion, House of Rep candidate PDP Ovia Federal Constituency. I dare here make I beg now, please give me your vote. On Saturday the 25th of February, you no go see my face, so now the umbrella no go see. Please, you have the opportunity to come and cast your vote. May we vote out poverty, may we vote out suffering, may we vote out hardship. Together we will rescue Nigeria. I'll be the only female candidate under the PDP where they contest contest to go and represent the good people of Ovia, and not just the good people of Ovia, but all the women in Edo State. I won't represent her now for the National Assembly. You know, say they give woman a chance. So this time around, they say every day a man give woman a chance. I they beg everybody, may not come out well, or make not come vote PDP all the way.
PDP, power to the people. It's time to enjoy fast and reliable internet connection for less.
It's time to go big in the Airtel Home Broadband all-time mega offer.
It's time to take advantage in the Airtel Home Broadband all-time mega offer. Get a MiFi with up to 125 gigabyte bonus data for just 5,000 naira, or a router with up to 240 gigabyte bonus data for just 10,000 naira. Visit any Airtel shop or www.airtel.com.ng/HBB now. Airtel, the smartphone network.
My people, no let new naira and cashless matter worry you. Hope Bank dey your phone, 500 naira woof day. So if you want send mama money, abi to buy a Maka recharge card, to give customer money, abi customer want give you money. Hope dey your phone, 500 naira woof day. My people, your phone number, na ATM card and account number oh.
Yes, so enjoy better life with Hope Wallet. Dial *569*9# on your phone. Select Open Wallet. Put your details and fiam, your wallet done set. Hope PS Bank go serve you 500 naira a woof. Terms and conditions dey. Hope, succeed. Hope Bank always.
I'm Honorable Matthew Agbonze Idwoyekere. It will interest you to know that I'm the person who pioneered and sponsored the bill for the creation of the ESOPADEC, which is the Edo State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission. Those were the things that were born out because I felt the need then that if states could get 13% derivation from the federal government, there was the need for us to set up a body to manage a portion of that fund. And look back to my stay in the house as one of the things that I would say I achieved. Now I'm aspiring to go to the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to represent the very good people of Edo South Senatorial District. So Edo South cannot afford to gamble. Edo South cannot afford to send inexperienced persons. Go out that day and vote for Honorable Matthew Idwoyekere on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, which will be symbolized by the umbrella.
PDP!
Welcome back to Sports Fiesta. It is live on 92.7 KFM Benin City with me, Sally Brand, the Sports Ibakadabra, and Nero Gianam. Together we have been looking at the latest happenings in the ever-exciting world of sports. Well, let's talk tennis now because Andy Murray, this guy, the man with the metal hip and all, he just doesn't know how to give up. Well, he continued in what we've seen of him recently with a victory over Alexander Zverev of Germany to qualify for the quarterfinals of the Qatar Open. Murray, who's 35, dug into his physical and mental reserves yet again. We saw him do that at the Australian Open before he eventually crashed out. He won 7-6, 2-6, 7-5 after an absorbing 3-hour match in Doha.
It's an impressive one from Andy Murray. You know, this is somebody that his career has been plagued with injury over time. At the time in world tennis, it was just behind Roger Federer and
at one point he was even number one. Briefly, he was number one, but he's got 3 Grand Slams. And to do that in the era dominated by Federer, Novak Djokovic, and Rafael Nadal, it's very he and Stanislas Wawrinka, the only other guys with multiple titles.
Grand Slam. He's really trying, because I thought by now he would have given up because of this consistent injury and his hip problem. So it's a good one for him. He's still fighting for his career. So I wish him all the best.
Okay. Elsewhere we had Liam Brady losing to Daniil Medvedev 4-6, 3-6, and then top seed Andrei Rublev, another Russian player, saved 3 mark points before eventually beating the Dutchman Talon Griekspoor 1-6, 6-1, 7-6. Then we also had the Canadian second seed Felix Auger-Aliassime fighting back to beat Australia's Jason Kubler 4-6, 6-1, 6-4. And at the WTA event in Dubai, Poland's world number 1 Iga Swiatek continued her dominant form with a 6-1, 6-love win over Russia's Ludmila Samsonova. And then Swiatek later received the walkover into the semi-finals after her next opponent, Karolina Pliskova, withdrew through illness. Belarusian world number 2 Aryna Sabalenka, who won her maiden Grand Slam title at the Australian Open, earned a 13th win in 13 matches this year by beating defending champion Yelena Ostapenko 2-6, 6-1, 6-1. She will face the Czech Republic's Barbara Krejcikova in the last 8. Let's see if we can even get details of that. But you see, we're talking about Russian and Belarusian athletes here, tennis stars, and they are playing and they are winning matches. But if the world, or if the IOC listens to countries like Great Britain and the United States that are trying to bring about this coalition that are against Russian participation at the Olympics, even as neutral athletes, then you will not be having this. And the argument is that we cannot really talk about neutrality because these athletes are sponsored by Russia. So maybe what if the IOC says, okay, for these athletes, Russian and Belarusian athletes, you must prove that you are not getting any funding from your country before we allow you to participate at the Olympics, if that is the criticism. Because the IOC has been saying, look, we even made this thing to bring about peace. This might even help sports. You could use sports to actually bring about an end to the war in Ukraine, because all other means so far, the sanction and everything, they are necessary. They are things that should be done, but they have not been able to solve the problem. People are still dying. The war is still raging.
I remember in 2005 during the civil war in Côte d'Ivoire, that war came to an end when Côte d'Ivoire qualified for their first World Cup in 2005. When Didier Drogba made a live broadcast, immediately they qualified. This side, Jose Mourinho was pleading with the entire
and the rest of the team. He knelt down and the rest of them knelt with them.
Pleading with the rest of the team. That's the power of participators, neutrals and all that. No, my conviction about sport is that sport unifies. It's a unifier. It brings everybody together, irrespective of ethnicity, race, anything you want to think of. It's a unifier. So I think the United Kingdom and the US, they should take things easy with these athletes. These athletes, they have their own career. There are some things that those in authorities, decisions that we make in government that they cannot influence politically. They are just human pursuing their own career. So they should take it easy with these athletes from Russia and Belarus.
Okay, I'm talking about the Belarusian athletes, the one I said I will check for that match that we're talking about. It's on now. Aryna Sabalenka playing against Barbara Krejcikova. Aryna Sabalenka is one love up. One is just one game to love up, and she's got advantage now. If she holds, then it will be 2 games to love. Earlier, we saw Corey Kokogov beat Madison Keys 6-2, 7-5. And then, as we told you, Iga Swiatek walked over Karolina Pliskova. And then for the men in Doha, we've given you some of the results too. So these are some of the. Andy Murray is currently playing. He's playing his second game. He has to do it all over again. In the first set, he lost to Alexandra Mola 4-6. He won the second set 6-1. He's 2-1 up in the third game, in the third set, and he is serving. So if he has won that. Andy Murray is now leading. He lost the first set 4-6, won the second 6-1. He's leading 3-1 in the third set. Jiri Leheka defeated Andrei Rublev 4-6, 6-4, 6-3. So that's what's going on in Doha, the tennis that we're having in that part of the world. Okay, let's talk boxing, and this one, not funny, but I'm sure you can see the fun, the hilarity in this, because this man was criticized for being a drug cheat and all of that. But we hear now that Conor Benn is back in the World Boxing Council, that's the WBC rankings, after it ruled that his failed drug test was not intentional and could have been caused by a highly elevated consumption of eggs. Benn failed 2 voluntary drug tests for the female fertility drug Clomifene before his cancelled bout in October with Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank then went on to fight another boxer, and he lost. He was knocked out. So currently, Conor Benn is still under investigation by the UK Anti-Doping Agency and the British Boxing Board of Control, and is unable to fight in the United Kingdom as he does not have a boxing license. Benn and Eubank were scheduled to meet on the 8th of October at a catchweight of 157 pounds, 30 years after their fathers, Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank Sr. fought. When the 26-year-old had previously blamed contamination for the findings, his defense outlined that there was a fault with the VEDA testing laboratory, but that was rejected by the WBC. In a full statement, the WBC said that it found there was no conclusive evidence that Benn engaged in intentional or knowing ingestion of clomifene. It then added that there were no failures in the procedures related to sample collection, sample analysis, or violations of Benn's B sample rights, and that will justify questioning or invalidating the adverse finding. And Benn's documented and highly elevated consumption of eggs during the times relevant to the sample collection raised a reasonable explanation for the adverse finding. So guys, those of you who eat eggs too much, if you are into sports and you could get tested, please, maybe you've got to talk to your nutritionists and your doctors before you eat too much eggs.
This is quite funny, you know. Sports men and women, how often they are listening to what is currently going on with Conor Benn. This reminds me of a certain Kolo Toure who suspended. He said he just saw
he took his wife. That was stupid. You are not supposed to do that. As a professional sportsman, you should know that you are responsible for everything. That is what the anti-doping agencies and all the sporting bodies, they tell the athletes, the professional athletes, you are responsible for what goes into your body. Even if you go into you go to a party, there might be the people at the party are just having fun, and they could spike drinks. They could say, go and take from, you know, maybe they tell you there is it happened to Kolo Toure. Kolo Toure's younger brother, Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure, as a Muslim, doesn't drink, but he went to a party, right? And there was a large drum where you can go and you take non-alcoholic drinks. Somebody spiked it with alcohol. He didn't know, went there, consumed it. But when he was going back home, his car was stopped by the cops, and then they did the birth test, and alcohol was in the system, and I was shocked that I'm not drunk, I don't drink, my religion does not even permit me to drink. But it was later when they investigated that it was discovered that this was what happened. So as a professional sportsman, although for that one you don't get sanctioned for having alcohol in your system, is allowed as a sportsman. It's certain drugs that they do not allow that might be legal for other people. Sometimes somebody might have an ailment, for instance, drugs that they take for treatment of heart conditions. You know, it is important for people to take them. You cannot ban those drugs, but as a sports person, when you take it, it helps to increase your performance. So you are not supposed to take it. So you must be careful. Whatever you can't say, I have a headache, and you just go take any drug you see on the counter, you swallow it.
If there's one thing I really learned from this Konoben scenario is this: when you know that you are clean, don't just back out. Fight on the way.
Yeah, he kept fighting.
Fight on the way.
At one point, his opponents, what's his name now? The opponent, the guy who was supposed to fight, Chris Eubank Jr. Yeah, just kind of like, guy, you cheated, so just admit it and all of that. You know, he wasn't happy that Chris Eubank wasn't backing him. That Chris Eubank should know that he's a clean fighter. But now it's like he's been exonerated.
Because I remember, likewise, I think that should be about 22 years ago. That should be Pep Guardiola when he was still playing. Present Manchester City coach. Then he was in Italy playing with I think this is Italian club Brescia. Yes, he was accused of cheating. First of all, they said he failed the drug test, then they found something in his system. He fought that issue till he was exonerated in 2007 after he has left professional career as a footballer. You know, it's not all the time that you jump back out. No, if you know that you are clean, fight until you get the desired result. I really admire his courage. Now he has come out clean.
Well, not completely clean yet, because in the UK, it's just the WBC that have put him back in their ranking. So they now feel, okay, this guy, there is possible deniability here.
Okay.
There is something that we noticed that he did. He ate too much eggs during this period, and that was what caused that positive test. Yeah, because it says the female fertility drug. So that is the kind of results that they got, you know. But they said when you consume eggs too much, then it could cause that. But in the UK, he is still suspended. So maybe with what the WBC have done, they will now also look at it and possibly say, okay, you are free. You can now continue fighting. Okay, guys, it's time for you to join us on the show. Formula One, they are back, they are testing, and very soon we'll have the Bahrain Grand Prix, but we are getting set for the Formula One season. So you can get through to us on 070-6263-9275 or 090-3939-4427. Can also reach us on 081-2178-9154. Okay, please try and keep those calls coming. 070-6263-9275, 090-3939-4427, 081-2178-9154. Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Welcome. Sorry, Sunday. Welcome.
Sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome.
First of all, I want to congratulate Flying Eagles for that won the Labour victory with yesterday. But for Flying Eagles, need a do more because when somebody played the highlight for me, it's not their courage at all. So need to do more that performance they put on yesterday. So that made it for people far for this competition. But to win the Africa competition, I guess serious but because of the performance when I see they put on yesterday. So made them work hard, made them perform better than yesterday. Therefore, to this match, Barcelona against Man U, you know it is easy because now because Barcelona for Old Trafford and they get everything they want to play for there. I'm worried for Man U now because the most informed striker now for Man U now, Marcus Rashford. I want to maybe try to prepare that guy because if that guy get injury, he will do half for Man U for this season because now they carry Man U for his shoulder. Thank you very much, and my contribution to that.
All right, thank you, Sunday. I appreciate it. Hello?
Very good evening.
Danjuma, welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening, you're welcome.
First of all, when we go back to Tuesday match against Liverpool and Real Madrid, see, after the match, people call themselves Liverpool do better business. They need 2 kids, who will draw 5 kids. So, now better business they do. I said, they really believe to go there or Tuesday. But Liverpool just needs 40 goals. I thought they get, I think Liverpool won't get one over Real Madrid. Before you know, Madrid don't recollect because he actually goes to the second. So you see, Real Madrid, they'll be better team when you talk about Champions League. You tell me that against Liverpool. So Liverpool never see fans and they wanted to beat Real Madrid. We congratulate. And it's not over for this. They play the talk, it's never over. They're over for this. I'm not to the outside. So for a team like that, I never score scores. So congratulate. I know they scored the goal. Therefore, the team yesterday, they had one new victory. Maybe it's too good, but I thought I that fast. So, if they keep their last one, if they tell me they'll beat their opponent. But maybe one need to qualify for World Cup. At the end of the day, they keep it and give it. Thank you.
Thank you, Nanjuma. Keep this was coming 070-626-39275 or 090-3939-4427 081-2178-9154. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
This is Mike coming from Benin. Good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
Yeah, I want to talk about today's match. I think Xavi was interviewed and the journalist was trying to forward in his mouth, telling him that man you have played 117 one game without losing. That is he afraid? Everyone thinks that he's not afraid, that he's even motivated because the last time they played, if you remember, it was Man U's defender that scored an own goal and back around that match. So I'm saying this match is still open. On the first leg is just 2-2. Anything can still happen. So Man United, the most situation work on their work until they have already done the job. No, the game is still open.
Yeah.
Then as regards the under 20 boys, I must confess, I was not impressed with their deal yesterday. But you said this in the morning that getting the results is the most important thing. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe the tournament just starting. Maybe as they progress into the tournament, they will now get they are doing well. But their passes were not just coherent at all.
Yeah.
They're making some sloppy passes and all that. And I think it's the work of the coach. The coach needs to do a lot of work. They don't congratulate the deputy governor quickly. It's not that invitation that was given to him. It's something to be celebrated. The FIFA don't just give invitation to any personality. Somebody else that must have done something tremendous in the area of sports. And we all know the deputy governor is a sport loving person. So I congratulate him very well for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm talking about the Flying Eagles. Well, yeah, I understand. It's the coach that selects the team and everything. But what happens when you've watched a team play a certain way for many periods and then suddenly they change? Because this same team that cannot string passes together at the Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations were the same team that we saw crisp short passes that they were making when they were playing against the different academies and also when they were playing at the Wafu B competition. So is it not still the same thing? Is it not the same plan? What has happened to them? And now,
good evening, guys, bro. Sorry for that.
Welcome, Dad Joseph.
Nanaji, good evening.
Good evening, you're welcome.
They are still the same thing. So I don't know what have changed. Okay, bro. I don't know whether you can explain that. No, that is the same thing through this pre-season tournament. They are the same thing. But right now that the competition have started, they have seen a different thing. I don't know whether you can explain that to us. For Man U and Barcelona this evening, well, and I still 50-50 chance. So the way it ends the first leg, draw. I see this game going. Well, it's hard to predict, but I'm afraid that Man U to win this match. So that I love this man. Everything. I think he has done well for his first bench at Man U. He has done so well. Because maybe if Law goes his way by weekend now, he will be lifting the first trophy. The team that he has done well, and look at him now. They are playing well. They are top 4. They are still in the FA Cup. They are still in the Europa League. Man has done well for Man U. But it's not like that. So I wish them they love to win the match. And as for Chelsea, I heard that Chelsea are having a meeting with whether they have a meeting with the reporter on Tuesday. I don't know whether the outcome of that meeting But they are waiting for us to play Tottenham, or maybe the result they will say whether what is going to for Thursday or whatever meeting they are making. I pray that they should be Potter leaving. And guys, this is why you are saying that him leaving is not a good news. Maybe if there's a Potter now, how are you going to break the news to Chelsea fans? Be a good news or bad news? Thank you, and God bless.
What are you saying?
He said if they
I didn't get the question.
He said if they happen to sack Graham Potter now, how will you break the news?
I won't break it as bad news, as good news now. I will say Graham Potter has been sacked. So what's good about that news? Hello?
Hello, good evening, Mr. Dennis.
Good evening and welcome.
Thank you. My name is Comrade Austin from Delta.
Alright.
Well, I just want to appreciate your effort on this sports analysis. I always listen to you, but in fact, the one I'm listening to today is the one of the honoring of the Deputy Governor of Edo State. I am so touched by that honor from FIFA, and I want to say something concerning it. You see, leadership is demonstrate it as you live it out. If I'm not there Nigeria to monitor this man, but they are saying his handwork in sports development. The same way it is, even in our politics and areas of life, do the right thing at the right time. People are watching, people are seeing, and the result will show. That's just my little contribution. Thank you very much, and keep the good job going.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. This is Matthias Perez.
Good to have you.
Yes, I want to don't disagree with Matter. I can't do about my CB. They come back to training.
No, they never come back to training. They still the matter never still finished. They still there on the case.
Okay.
Yep.
No problem.
All right.
Very well done.
Okay, thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Hello, in the
good evening, you're welcome.
Am I getting your name right? N-E-R-O.
Yes, you are right.
Okay, thank you. So, as I said, will any university allow somebody to have a carryover?
Will what? Can you repeat the question?
Any university to allow somebody to have a patent carryover like a proper. Out of 15 courses, we fail 13 of them.
Well, I think I'll give you the same answer I gave yesterday. Why don't you wait until the exam is over now? This exam is not over, so you cannot just say, oh, because it's not doing well now, he will fail.
You went to university. You wanted to be university.
The university will not just fail you because you failed. This one now is not even, the exam has not been done, and you are saying, okay, maybe because he failed a couple of assignments and tests, he scored poorly in a couple of assignments and tests. They've not even done the main exams, and you are saying he should be advised to withdraw. No, the university will give him as much opportunity as possible to see if he can cope.
A point is examination. A point is examination. Every month we play is examination. We need to take points. We need to in certain places. We shouldn't be interested.
Okay.
We will tell them. Okay, now, what do you think that should happen to God in the paper? The same Jesus.
Well, they have given him the opportunity. Let him wait and see what happens in the second leg of the UEFA Champions League, and then see whether he will start taking points.
He don't lose that one. He
He has not lost now. The first leg, he lost the first leg. So that's why what I'm saying is, it will be unfair to sack him based on that one. No, I'm not talking. As I've said, you asked me before, I told you, look, I would not even have employed him in the first place. And if I had employed him, I would probably have sacked him long before now. But since I'm not the one who gave him the contract, and based on what the owners of the club told him, they even said even if he did not make top 4, it's not a problem. Yeah. So long as Chelsea will not be relegated, they're okay with him. So I don't see why people should complain.
We shall start.
Let's wait and see. Matches, there are still some matches, so let's wait and see. Roman, thank you very much. I know you would have sacked him if you were still the owner of Chelsea, but the invasion of Ukraine caused wahala. Thank you. Okay, let's see if we have got some messages.
Okay. Well done, men of sports. Is it true that for the 4 times that Samuel Eto'o won the Africa Footballer of the Year, Cameroon did not win the AFCON on that year's Ike from Selu?
Which years did he win it now? That's what we'll look at. And again, even if they didn't win it those years, what about the other achievement of? It was playing for Barcelona. Yeah. Barcelona were winning Champions League. They were doing. He played for Inter Milan too. So I don't want to go into that and say, oh, yeah, they didn't win that. But who won it in 2000? Cameroon won it in that was during Cameroon Eto'o's time. 2000 and 2002. 2000 in Boma. Okay, so Cameroon 2002.
Alhaji Diouf.
Okay, they didn't win the Africa Cup of Nations that year, and Alhaji Diouf that they gave to that year should be common. It shouldn't have been.
Good evening, guys. Congratulations to the Flying Eagles. Nice improvement. Let's go for the victory against Mozambique. We are going for the World Cup. MC Godsent. Just lost my senior brother.
So sorry about the MC Godsent.
Wow.
May God rest his soul. So sorry.
Good evening, Oga Ibrahim. This QFM news signing on the mic is good.
That's KUFM.
Yeah, KUFM news signing on the mic is good. Well, as for Chelsea, I hope we sack Potter soon and get Zidane. Bench Cucurella, Mount, Harvard, start Fofana, Chinwe. Congrats to your under 20. Chelsea will smoke fire again. Oshoria from Saple Road. Okay. Good evening, men of sport. I want to congratulate the Flying Eagles. Hopefully we can go all the way. And sir, please, when is Gabriel Jesus coming back from injury? Zachary from Saple Road.
Gabriel Jesus is back training. I think he can be back at any time now. Hello?
Sorry, okay, bro. Dan Chelsea, I call back. You know, the last time Pastor Fligo Togo called, he said that he's healed. I don't know whether you have explored.
Yeah, I got back to him. I called him. Yes, he's getting better. I called him.
Okay. And for Victor Moses, I think he's in Turkey.
No, he's in Russia.
Victor Moses.
He's playing with Moscow.
Victor Moses is Russia.
Okay, Russia. Yeah. Thank you.
Did you not return to Italy at one point? Let's go to
Moscow.
Go on with the text message.
How would you rate the performance of all English teams during the first leg of the Champions League? Lastly, congratulations to the Flying Eagles. Joe.
Okay, let's go back to the phone lines. Hello? We're even doing this because we noticed that the network is not very good today, and so we appreciate that people have been trying to call us. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, man of sport.
Yeah, good. Yeah, welcome.
This is Joseph J. calling from the room.
Joseph J.
Joseph J.
Okay, Joseph J. Okay.
Yeah. I want to talk on that Grand Porter.
Okay.
I see no reason why Chelsea is keeping that man. Because if you see the points that man is even using to succeed now, it's the point that this man is about to come. Got even before the sack. How many man that man won ever since Premier League? So I don't even see the reason why they are keeping him. And for me to be more effective, to be missed up. I won't even find it at all. He's winning now from what is it called? From Brighton because of that. I went to war science. Tell that he have not even won anything. It's where we share you. Thank you for your good work.
All right, thank you. Let's go out to the phone lines. Text messages.
Okay. Good evening, NGS of Sports. I have resolved to listen and enjoy your sports program at all times. I find that some of the coaches are optimistic that they will collect awesome severance package. Should they be relieved of their jobs? Thanks, Eda Thomas Yamu. Now, good evening, my sport people. Please, Oga Ibrahim, help me tell our coach to invite that under 20 goalkeeper and that number 3 to our Super Eagles team from Imas. He said the same thing. Good morning, guys. Man City and PSG are local champion. Let them be. If Leipzig dey EPL, City go beat them home and away. Insurance go play Club World Cup next 2 seasons. PSG and City make una just the play. Jackson from Aduawa.
Okay, great. We hope Insurance can play in the Club World Cup. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Good evening.
You're welcome.
Good evening,
Good evening. You're welcome.
I just want to say sorry for what you have done because I was really angry. That's why I'm from the video. So let's say want to speak actually from Chelsea place. So what I really do with that, because as we speak, you know, there's a certain like the deputy. If you look at it critically, the thing they are going to really do anything. If the player are not paying for him again, what is letting go so that he knows to be coach and do something like that?
Okay. Okay, all right. Thank you for your contribution. We apologize. We've got to. We'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. on the fresh edition of Sports Fiesta. I'm Sally Ibrahim. I've been doing this with Nero J. Please stay tuned. Up next is KU News Break, and after that,